everyone, it's Enchanted. Thank you so much for tuning in. So in today's video, we are going to be picking cards to see what is going on with your person. What are they thinking and feeling? What would they tell you if they could? This is going to be a holistic energy on your person. So yeah, here we have 3 cards in front of you. We have pile 1, or 3 piles in front of you. We have pile 1 with the tiger's eye, pile 2 with the green aventurine, and pile 3 with the rose quartz. So yeah, go ahead and take a second to meditate upon the piles and pick one that you are the most energetically drawn to. You can pick based on the crystals, the angel numbers in the timestamps below. It is really up to you, but go ahead and take a second to meditate and do that, and we will see you in your respective reading. Hi pile 1, welcome to your reading. So I'm going to go ahead and pick some cards to see what is going on in this connection. What do you need to know? What will the outcome be? Or where does your person want this connection to be headed? Things like that. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and pick some cards from the Light Seers Tarot deck, one of my favorite decks of all time. Okay, so we got the Three of Wands. So I am seeing that your person is definitely in contemplative mode regarding this connection. Like, they are thinking about the long term. They are thinking about what they want in the long run, and that's a really good sign because it shows that they're getting slightly more serious. I'm getting time is running out. Like, they feel like maybe they don't have that much time, or maybe they're just getting older or something, and they're like, okay, you know what, I need to start thinking about what it is that I want. Or yeah, that could be the case for some of you. Yeah, with this Three of Wands, I'm even seeing that some of you guys could be at a distance right now. Maybe they live in another city, state, town, even across the sea, in another country. And it's they're just thinking about what they want to do, what their next steps are, what, the course of action is here. Okay, so yeah, we'll go and pick some more cards. We also got the Lovers, so I really like this. This is definitely a twin flame card. I say this because it's associated with Gemini, and Gemini is associated with the twins, so I'm seeing that this is a soul connection. Okay, this is not something that your person is just willing to let go of. I see that even though that there is some distance in this connection, whether that be in real life or just maybe for some of you guys you haven't talked, or maybe it's just this Three of Wands could even just indicate that there's some sort of gap in communication. I feel like even though that's the case, the love is still there. Okay, the love will always be there. This is not something that just comes by all the time. This is definitely a once or a couple times in a lifetime kind of thing. I definitely feel your person doesn't just fall for anyone that easily. Maybe they could be really lovey-dovey and stuff like that, or maybe not, but I'm sort of channeling water sign energy for whatever reason. Just an example, there's some Pisces that I know, they act super romantic, up front, but deep down they've only ever really liked a couple of people. So I just channel that. Maybe someone could even be a Pisces, but I'm also getting Gemini and Aries. Yeah, that's what the cards represent. But you are one of the only people that they've truly liked, and it's there's just something about this connection that's really hard for them to give up on. I feel like you even have very similar personalities, and you got along really well. Maybe there's some things that you really bonded over. Maybe they could have even been in your field or something like that, or there's just whatever conversations you had, they felt you really had a connection with one another, and that's a big thing, because again, I don't feel this is something that this person feels with anyone else, or has felt with anyone else in a very long time. I'm even seeing maybe this Three of Wands could indicate a gap in time, it's been a while since they've dated or felt that way about someone. Maybe they could have dated around, but again, a connection like this is only a once in a lifetime thing, or a couple times in a lifetime thing. So that's a pretty big deal here for this person. Yeah, we got the Ten of Swords. Okay, so the Ten of Swords is definitely an external stress kind of card. Your person is feeling stressed out about something. Maybe someone just recently moved or something, or they're gonna have to make a move, or they're there's just something that's going on in their life that's causing them to change something. There's a big change that's going on in their life, and it could be stressing them out a little bit. Yeah, but with this Ten of Swords, I'm even seeing seeing that they kind of have trouble like getting out what they want to say to you. Like I feel like, you know, you're kind of even frustrated with the fact that your person isn't like, you know, either communicating with you or giving the clarity that you want, or being honest about their feelings for you. Like they definitely could have given you some like breadcrumbs here and there, but like, you know, it's just like it's not enough. Like you wish they were doing more. And I feel like, you know, with this 10 of Swords, like your person even knows that. Your person's just like, look, I should be doing more, I should be saying more, I feel a lot more than I let on. But you know, the Swords cards, this has to do with communication, verbal expression, you know, really like letting out your, you know, thoughts and things like that. So it's like I'm just seeing this person is a little bit stressed out about what they want to say to you. They're kind of like stressing out about like, you know, okay, if I say this, will things completely mess up? Or if I, you know, like what should I say to like, you know, even please you? Like I definitely feel like this person could be a people pleaser. They definitely do want to make sure that like you have a very good impression of them, but I'm just seeing there's something that's stressing them out. Like I'm even seeing that there's been some sort of like distance in communication, and it's kind of been like, you know, stressing maybe the both of you out. You know, you're just like, oh, can this person already do this, or you know, say this or admit this, you know, and it's just kind of like frustrating you a little bit. And like, you know, they also kind of know that. They're just like, yeah, like I wish I was doing more, like I should be doing more. But like, you know, at the same time, I'm also seeing like they're a little bit scared to be vulnerable, which is why I'm getting they are a little bit stressed out on what they want to say to you. Again, fear of rejection, or like maybe they'll think like, oh, is it too much? Like what if this person doesn't even feel this way about me? Or even like there's some stress about like carrying this thing on. Like I'm seeing that this person really really likes you, but there's some sort of like distance that's like getting in the way, or like some sort of like I keep hearing like the words communication gap and like bridging the distance, or like, you know, yeah, there's some sort of conflict. And like, you know, this person is like, they really want to admit to you how they feel about you, and you know, their true feelings and things like that, but at the same time they're just like, oh, like how am I going to continue this, you know? Like I just feel like, you know, they are thinking about what they want to do in the future. Because like I like this Three of Wands cards for you, pal one, because you know, this really has to do with like planning for the future, and like, you know, I'm going about it in a more planned manner. It's definitely a step up from the Two of Wands, which is all about like just thinking about what they want to do and contemplating, but not really making moves and making actions. But it's like, you know, this Three of Wands isn't exactly yet like a Six of Wands. Right, and like Six of Wands is all about victory, success, like, oh, you finally achieved your end goal. So it's like halfway there, but it's just like, you know, this person, I feel like they really do want to like tell you what's going on with them, or like, you know, tell you their deeper feelings for you, tell you even their plans for the future, but it's just like they don't know whether they'll be able to sustain that. I'm seeing like there is a little bit of like tension there, like, you know, it's like they don't want to like, you know, lead you on is what I'm seeing. Okay, but there is a lot of love here, so don't think that like, you know, your person is just completely fine, like, you know, their life is, you know, they're just living their best life without you. I mean, sure, like, you know, maybe their life could be okay, but it's just like they definitely feel like there's something missing in their life, and that is you. Okay, like they have not been able to feel this way about anyone else. And you know, the Six of Wands, sorry, this Three of Wands, you know, also like totally reflects what I was saying about them missing you, them looking out into the distance, thinking about what things would have been like, thinking about what things would be like if you were to be in communication, or if you were to take that next step. Okay, yeah, because I know for those of you, some of you guys, you know, you watch these readings, you're asking about someone that you are currently seeing, so it's like I am seeing that your person is definitely thinking about taking that next step, but they are a little bit stressed out on whether or not they can, you know, like, I was gonna say compete, but like, you know, live up to like what they're thinking in their mind, live up to even your expectations. Like again, I just feel like this person doesn't want to lead you on, and you know, do something when they're not completely solid about, you know, what it is that they want to do, or what it is that like, you know, their future plans are. Because I'm seeing like they're still figuring it out. Okay, it's still in the works of being figured out. So yeah, but again, I do want to keep reminding you of this Lovers card. They do care about you. Okay, like it definitely goes both ways. Your person is very much still emotionally attracted to you, and I'm seeing that if there's some sort of distance, I'm even seeing like they're kind of testing to see if like, you know, during this distance, like, will they still feel that way about you? Okay, I feel like they know that they will. Okay, deep down they know that, but it's just like, okay, I kind of need this distance for myself in order to avoid getting my hurt, in order to kind of just get my feelings in place, you know, and also just see like whether or not like this is something that I want to be in the long run. I mean, like, I feel like they do want to be with you, but it's just like, sometimes like distance kind of like, brings about a lot of mental clarity about how to go about, how to move forward in a situation and things like that. So I'm seeing that that is something that this person's doing. I'm not gonna lie, like, it may not be fair to you. It definitely doesn't feel fair to you for a lot of you guys, but at the end of the day, like, I still feel like this person would choose you over anyone else. So it's like, if in the past they have, like, maybe chosen someone else, because I am getting this Three of Wands, I feel like they're not going to be with that person anymore. I feel like they're going to realize that person does not emotionally fulfill them the way that you do, because again, this Lovers card is depictive of the both of yours connections, the both of your feelings towards one another. Okay, this is a very deep, intimate soulmate connection that they're just not finding anywhere else. Okay, I feel like with these other people, it doesn't really go past the surface. Like, yeah, maybe they could have, like, if you were in separation or are in separation, maybe they could have found other people attractive, but in terms of like those deeper feelings, they haven't been able to feel that way. And I think that's because they still have feelings for you. So yeah, not I think, I know. Okay, like, this is like a surefire fact. I love this card. I'm just gonna keep it to the side to keep reminding you. And yeah, for those of you guys that are together right now, like, they know that, like, you're the one, but like, I'm just seeing like they need to take some time to sort out whatever it is that's stressing them out, because again, like, there's something external that they're going through that has really been affecting their mind, really been affecting them like mentally quite a lot, because the swords definitely is like a, I always think swords, swords have to do with air signs, and air signs have to do with thinking, thoughts, and kind of just like, your mindset and things like that. I just feel like your person kind of has to like elevate their mindset and, really just figure some things out with their life before they can really take that next step, which I'm really, really seeing they want to do. Okay, they are thinking about that, so it's a good thing that at least that thought is planted in their mind. Okay, but yeah, the other card that we got here, like, this is a positive card. I really like that we drew this card. I consider this as sort of a transition card. It's the Six of Swords, and the Six of Swords has to do with movement, action, travel. So if there is some sort of distance, I definitely feel like, that distance is going to be mitigated once this person, like, figures out what it is that they want to do, how it is that they want to move forward, kind of just get their, like, bearings in check, because they're not ready to give up. Okay, I'm really seeing that, like, this again, Lovers card, this is really a case of like unconditional love. Okay, like, the connection that you have, again, they're not going to have that with anyone else. No one else fulfills them emotionally and mentally the way that you do. And it's almost like, this person, like, is just like, why do I feel this way? Like, not because you're not amazing or great, but they're just like, oh, like, there's just something that draws me back to this person, and it's just, something that I don't want to give up on just yet. Yeah, and we also got the Page of Wands. So I really do feel like you're going to be getting a message. Again, I feel like if there is a distance going on between the both of you, like either in communication or like, maybe a physical distance, I really feel like that's going to be mitigated. Okay, like, again, bridging the gaps, something that I kept hearing throughout this reading. But with this Page of Wands, pages are the messengers of the decks. I feel like this person is going to really give you a message about how they feel about you, how passionate they are about this connection, and just how you make them feel. I feel like this Page of Wands is a very, like, fun, flirty, also kind of like, it sort of reminds me of the Fool card. I definitely feel like this could be the minor arcana version of the Fool. It's just like, oh, like, yeah, very fun, flirty, easygoing, lighthearted, even like, childish energy. I feel like, you definitely bring out this person's inner child, and their inner child feels really safe with you, and maybe even vice versa. And like, they just like that they can completely be themselves, judgment free zone. You guys have like such great times together, or had great times together, and I definitely think I'm 100% getting that they are missing those times. They definitely are thinking about those times quite a lot. Yeah. Okay, so we also did get the Three of Cups. I'm not gonna lie, like, I feel like this isn't something you already don't know, but like, if there is a third party situation, I really feel like, they're gonna kind of get rid of that and like move towards you instead. Okay, with this Three of Cups, this also indicates your person, like, just thinking, like, I feel like even more than the third party, like, since this clarifies the Page of Wands, the Three of Cups more has to do with like how they feel about you and how they view you and perceive you. They think like you're a really fun person to be with. You're really easygoing, lighthearted. You have this like great energy to you. Like, I feel like that's the way with that's something that a lot of people think about you. You just really embody and radiate positive vibes, which is why so many people are very attracted to your energy. And I'm even seeing that you probably are the kind of person who like exes and even like people keep coming back to. Okay, it's like really hard to like not be with you or not talk to you. Okay, like, and I'm really seeing that this distance, if there is any, it is really hurting your person just as much as it's hurting you. And yeah, for those of you guys that are already seeing one another, I'm even seeing like this Three of Cups. This sort of also reminds me of like a party, like celebration card. I feel like they just want to go out with you, have fun with you, like kind of revive those like times that like you spent when you first started seeing each other again. Like this reminds me of the Fool, like initiating the beginning of something or thinking back to the beginning of something or even reminiscing about the good times. And like this person is going to give you a message about like, oh, do you remember that time that we had that was so much fun? Like I feel like they're just going to bring back a really like great memory, or like maybe you'll see signs of like this memory that you had with this person, and it's gonna like make you feel all warm and fuzzy inside. So I'm even seeing if there's some sort of like resentment or anger that you're harboring towards this person. Like it's almost like, okay, you know what, like I feel like this relationship was mostly good than bad. And I feel like that's what your person's thinking too. If the both of you have hurt one another, I really feel like this person mostly just focuses on the positive. They definitely focus on like your positive aspects, your positive demeanor. Like honestly, in their eyes, you can do no wrong. Okay, like even if you have done something to maybe hurt this person or like a mistake or something like that, like I really feel like that's not something that they're fixated on. And this person will hit you up. Okay, this person will contact you, so that is a surefire yes. We also did get the Hangman, so yeah, there is something that they're stuck with. There is something that they're dealing with at the moment, which is why like there could be some sort of like stagnancy or distance between the both of you. But I am seeing that they are working on it. Okay, like because this Three of Wands again, this has to do with like planning and like actually doing something about it. Same with the Six of Swords, like there is movement that's happening. So I do feel like this person is being a little like proactive about like figuring out whatever this Ten of Swords is that's like kind of been irritating them or like stressing them out. Okay, so that's a good thing, because in some readings we get like, okay, yeah, this person is going through stuff, but like they're not doing anything about it. They're kind of just sitting back, being a couch potato, and just thinking that everything will be solved for them. Okay, they're being lazy bum, but I'm not seeing that at all. In fact, I'm seeing that this person is taking steps to like first of all, like think steps to like get rid of the stress factor in their life, which I'm seeing a lot. For a lot of you guys, it could be a third party. I really feel like there is this third party that is stressing them out. And if you for a fact know that there's no third party, then this may not be your pile. You can of course go ahead and pick another pile. I'm not telling you something that you already don't know. If you know for a fact that you're dealing with a third party, I'm seeing that this third party is stressing them out. I'm seeing that they're kind of even annoying them, no offense, and they're just like, oh my gosh, like this is so irritating. And it's like maybe for a while, like it's like this third party, yeah, it could have been like they had like fun or whatever, but like it's not as deep with them as it is with you. Like I feel like it's very surface level with this person and with that connection. There's not even really a connection, because again, you are their lover, you are their like North Star, you are their one and only. So yeah, that is something that I'm seeing. Like I just feel like, again, if you are like really sad or frustrated that like there's some sense of stagnancy or they're not moving forward or there's a third party, like I feel like you'll see what happens. Okay, I'm gonna say like give it like 6 months, 6 weeks to 6 months. I know that's quite a long time, or even just maybe 6 days. Like I'm really seeing 6 coming in a lot. Maybe someone was even born on the 6th or something like that. Like I'm really seeing things will change. I feel like things are like happening for the better in the future. Like there's this one oracle card that I have from the Moonology deck that I channeled right now. It has to do with like look at the bigger picture of things. I feel like maybe you're going through this situation right now, you're going through any of the feelings that you're feeling right now in order to like realize that there is a bigger plan for you and this person. There is something like just bigger planned out for you. Maybe it could be like in 6 months you may not even want this person, when this person's totally going to simp over you. And it's like maybe there's even an in and out thing. Like I am seeing this as a twin flame connection. Maybe there could be a runner chaser dynamic, and it's like if you have been the one chasing that, they're finally going to start chasing. But I really do see that something bigger is going to happen for this connection, and it's going to be something really good to you. I feel like whatever you're feeling right now, if it is like frustration situation, like you're not going to be feeling that way for a long time. Okay, so just hold on, like hang on. I even feel like with this hangman, this could depict your energy, like you feel like you've just been left in limbo or like ghosted or something like that. But it's just like, you know, it's not going to be like a forever thing, because like with the hangman, you know, you can see like the crown chakra is literally shining. Okay, so it's like they're getting out of the situation, they're seeing the truth, they're seeking clarity, they're seeing the light of things, like things are really coming to surface. So yeah, just focus on the bigger picture. I really think that there's something good happening, something big happening, and it's gonna make you satisfied, whether it be like you getting back together with this person, or maybe even just like, what do you call, uh, gaining some sense of clarity. Like, you know, maybe for some of you guys it could just be that, like, oh, you know, you just want an explanation so you can move on. Whatever it is that you do want, I feel like you're gonna get that, and you're gonna be really satisfied with what you get, so that's a big thing as well. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and pick some cards from my handwritten oracle deck. Okay, we got I am obsessed with you. Okay, I feel like this person is obsessed with you. Seriously, if you find yourself thinking about them a lot, like, you know, even like, you know, like simping or ruminating about this connection, they're doing the same back. Again, they are really thinking about you. You are on their mind. I feel like they've thought about you like literally every single day since you have met. Okay, I don't think they have like even for like a day forgotten about you. Even if they just thought about you for like 3 seconds or something, they still thought about you. Okay, so yeah, we got this here. We also got I fantasize about us. Yes, I do feel like, you know, this person, yeah, they are in like, this is also like a fantasy type card to me, like, you know, very contemplative, yes, but also like fantasizing about the future, fantasizing about a future with you. I definitely feel like when they think of their future, they see you. Okay, like they're just like, you know what, like I have to do something to kind of like fix my, not like fix, but like, you know, I'm starting to get serious about my future, like, and that's what they're thinking, that's what they're feeling. And I definitely feel like, you know, they think like, you know, you're their like North Star, or like you're their person, you know. And it's just like, all these other people, like if there have been like third parties along the way, again, it just has been very, very surface level. And yeah, it's just like there is something that's stressing them out. I just feel like it's the distance. So like, you know, for some of you guys, obviously this is not going to resonate with all of you, but if you do live in a different like city, state, or country, if they were in the same place as you, you definitely would be dating, you definitely would be official, and like, you know, heading towards something like, you know, even more official, like marriage or something like that. So yeah, but it's just like they really miss you. I feel like there's definitely that missing energy. Okay, yeah, we've also got I want to marry you. Okay, this is really great. Again, they are pretty serious about a future with you. um, you know, I even like, I would not be surprised if this person like brings up something like that, like, or even straight up like propose to you. Okay, I just feel like maybe when this happens, you're gonna get like sick of their like, you know, shit. Like, don't mind my or sorry, please excuse my language here, but like, you know, your person does see you as marriage material, and I'm seeing that if there is something external, like another person or something like that, they don't see them as marriage material. They're just like either having fun, or they're just like, you know, like they don't like, it's not anything serious. They're not the kind of people that, you know, they'd really bring home to their parents, but you are. Okay, you 100% are. So yeah. Okay, yeah, I feel like we got a lot of third party energies in this pile, so if that is not something you're dealing with, yeah, like I said, you can of course go ahead and pick another pile. I'm not telling you something that you don't already know. So yeah, like, it's, if you don't think there's a third party, there most likely isn't, so I don't want to like, you know, put any doubts in your mind. But yeah, that is what we got for you, pal one. I really hope this reading helped. I hope that it resonated. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't. You always have free will in your reality. If this pile didn't resonate, you can of course go ahead and pick another pile. I also do want to let you know that I offer in-depth video readings, so if you are interested in getting personal questions answered, be sure to check out the description box below where you can sign up for one. And yeah, I will end the reading right here. Thank you so much. Love and light. Welcome to your reading. So I'm going to go ahead and pick some cards to see what is going on in this connection. What does your person wish they could tell you? Where do they see this going? Things like that. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and pick some cards from the Light Seers Tarot deck to gauge channel your person's energy, channel your energy as well. So yeah. Okay, so we got the Tower card. Yeah, I feel like there has been a Tower moment, and it's really been leaving the both of you stressed out. We got the Tower and Five of Swords to begin with, so I am definitely getting there's kind of like, you know, yeah, just like sad energy, like even a little bit of anger, contempt, and like, you know, just like annoyance. Like, okay, like why did this happen? Like, why did you just like stop talking to me? Or like, you know, like why did you say that? Or like, you know, something like that, something along the lines of that. So yeah, I feel like there has been a tower moment that has happened, and it's causing the both of you to be kind of stressed out. You know, with this Five of Swords, I'm even seeing maybe there were things said on both sides that hurt one another, or maybe it was even in like what wasn't said. You know, maybe this person just kind of like left out of nowhere or something like that. I don't know why I continued that word. Yeah, but yeah, and it's just like, you know, it's been causing you headaches, maybe even like causing you to lose sleep and just like, you know, not focusing on certain things. But like, let's see what else we got here. But we got, oh my gosh, wow, we got the Page of Pentacles. So I feel like, you know, this tower moment, it's not going to last forever. Whatever's going on, there's a separation, it's not going to be like a forever thing. You know, the Page of Pentacles, you know, pages have to do with like messages. Okay, so I feel like your person is going to give you a message about something. I feel like that your person will give you clarity and explanation. Like, they're not just gonna leave you hanging. But I just feel like, you know, this tower moment, there's also a lot going on with them right now in their life that has been stressing them out, and maybe it's something that you don't even necessarily see. Or maybe it's something that they could have definitely talked about, but it's like a lot deeper than they actually like, you know, mentioned. Or like, you know, I just feel like whatever it is, it's pretty serious, and it has nothing to do with you. Okay, and you know, right now they're just kind of like getting it's sort of been stressing them out a lot too. It's like literally been giving them headaches, and they're trying to like, you know, get their life in order a little bit. But yeah, you know, this tower moment, I'm also seeing that it represents like a tower moment between the both of you. But like, the good thing about a tower moment is that, like, you know, when things crumble, it's sort of like kind of, it alludes to the fact that, you know, the foundation wasn't as secure or stable, right? So I feel like, you know, your person really cares about like now building a better and stronger foundation with you. Okay, so I feel like, don't like, they really liked you. Okay, and I feel like this was a really great thing. But it's just like, you know, what I'm really seeing is that, okay, there was a foundation, like the base of the tower was there, but like something else just came falling apart. So it's like, you know, they really did and still do have very deep feelings for you. And I feel like, you know, I'm getting a lot of spiritual downloads to the root, like, you know, deep down, like, you know, the root of a tower, like the base of a tower, you know, that represents like their core feelings. They really do care a lot about you. And it's like, you know, deep down, like to their core, they know that you're it, like you're the one. But it's like, you know, there's all these other nitty gritty details that, like, you know, kind of just came crumbling down. Like maybe like, you know, like I'm just trying to give analogies of like an actual house. Like, you know, maybe like that house, like the floorboards and things like that were fine, but then there's like, you know, mold and like the ceilings and stuff like that. You know, that just means like there's a little bit more fixing that needs to be done. Okay, and my point is, like, you know, this really represents like change and transformation, and it's not something that you can't fix. It's not something that, like, you know, can't be worked on. Okay, it's not something that's like completely past reconciliation, or like, you know, forever thing, like we're never talking again. Like, that's not the case at all. So if you are like, you know, thinking that way, I mean, you know, like, I feel like you'll be very surprised when you do see this person coming forward and giving you a message and wanting to lay an even stronger foundation. So it's like, you know, again, the base exists, like the core of the house is there, but it's just like, you know, building on top of that needs to, like, you know, it needs to be better. Like, I feel like maybe this person needs to like get to know you on a deeper level, or like they definitely want to get to know you on a deeper level for sure. But it's just like, you know, there's something that needs to be like talked about between the both of you. And I really feel like there needs to be like, you know, some like actual communication, like not just, you know, like on Snapchat or something. Like, I mean, like, you know, like have a heart to heart conversation about like what is going on. What does this entail? And it's like, you know, it's better to, like, I feel like your person definitely feels like they want to give you explanation and clarity, but it's, to them, they feel like it's almost better if they didn't, because then it's like if they were to say something like, you know, then it would really mean that it was like the end of it. Because I really do feel like, you know, this person is still looking for like gaps to like kind of like come back. Okay, like it's like they don't want to tell you that like things are completely over. Like, even if they have, like, I don't think they meant it, because like I really do see them coming back and like offering you something else in the future. Okay, and even wanting to build something like stronger, and, you know, like building things on a stronger foundation. I keep seeing that about foundation, but I just feel like with this Page of Pentacles, you know, they feel like, you know, they can't like get over you. Like, you know, it's really hard for them to like let go of you. Like, they're still holding on to you very tight. I definitely think that about like the Pentacles cards a lot. Like, you know, um like even like the Four of Pentacles, they are clinging on to this. So it's like no matter what's happening in the 3D, I feel like in the spiritual world, they're still not over you or this connection. Yeah, they kind of have gone into hermit mode for some of you guys, or like they haven't been as communicative. Like there's a little bit of distance, and I just feel like they need some time to figure out, what the heck is going on in their like life, and like what they can do to like get past that, like transcend those obstacles. So yeah, we also got the Ace of Swords. So I do see communication coming in. This is not going to be like a forever thing. This is going to be, it's more of just like a, oh, like, I need to like get my mind, in check, like everything sorted out, and, really think about what I want to do next. Think about my next course of action, the next steps that I'm going to take before I come forward. And it's like they will give you that explanation. They will give you that clarity. You will get that conversation that I was talking about. Remember how I was saying that the both of you need to like sit down and have a conversation about what this is and where it's going? I really do feel like that is going to be happening for you. And oh my gosh, we also got the Lovers. Yes, I definitely do feel like, this is a soul connection. This is not something that like, they're ready to like, give up on, like, um, quickly. Okay, like even if they left really fast, because I'm seeing that maybe this like because of this tower moment, like something could have ended abruptly, or there's something like big that kind of just happened out of nowhere, and maybe even it threw the both of you off guard. Like even if they were the ones that were like, let's say they broke up or ghosted or something like that, like it threw the both of you off guard. So yeah, and I feel like they're gonna do a lot to try and make that up, because they know that you are their one. Okay, you are their person. And I just feel like the way they feel about you, they have not, like they don't really feel that way about anyone else. We got a similar message in Pal 1, but it's just like it's very surface level. Like if with other people, and like before meeting you, I'm seeing that like it was a while until they, okay, like you were the first person that they had feelings for in a while. Okay, and if there has been some sort of separation, maybe they did date around and things like that, it just has not been the same with them as it has been with you. And that's a big deal, because I feel like this person is pretty serious about who they like connect to on an emotional level, like who they're who they choose to invest their time, energy, effort, and emotional energy as well. So that's a big thing. We also got the Magician. So I definitely feel like you are being manifested. Okay, this connection definitely is they're manifesting this connection with you. I'm even seeing if you're manifesting them, like it's something will work out. Okay, I actually feel like maybe the both of you are manifesting one another, but like the only reason like you feel this deeply about them, or you're even like maybe in like kind of like heartbroken mode, or like just like confused mode or something like that, it's because of them. Like they're thinking about you. Okay, and it's like, again, this is like it's been stressing them out, not talking to you, not being with you. For those of you guys that are in separation, and for those of you guys that are seeing this person, it's just like um, there's just something external that's kind of stressing them out, and like it's almost like they're kind of like scared they're not living up to your expectations, and like they know that they're stressing you out, and like it's almost like they're kind of scared to really lose this connection, but at the same time they don't know how to move forward. But it's like I do see them moving forward in bits and pieces. Okay, it might be a little bit slow, but it will happen. I say that because the Page of Pentacles, it's not exactly a knight or a king or queen yet, so it is moving a little bit slow. But again, it's because of this whole tower thing. Okay, they want to make sure this time around they go ahead and do things the right way. Okay, like they make all the right moves. Okay, so that's a big thing that is happening as well. And yeah, with this Magician card, I really feel like everything is there. The feelings are there, the emotion, the passion. Like this Magician, it usually has like all the suits pictured on it. Yeah, I feel like this tarot deck doesn't, but it's like this connection really does have everything it needs to like withstand the test of time. Okay, the love is definitely there, and I really do feel like the willingness to work on things is there as well with the Page of Pentacles cards. But like with the Hermit card, they just need some time to sort out whatever is going on in their own life, sort out their own feelings. I even feel like this person is going through a period of healing. Okay, like the Hermit is someone who like retreats into solitude to kind of just focus on themselves. I'm seeing like they're not even really talking to that many people, or maybe they're shutting out other people as well. Yeah, we got the Eight of Cups. Okay, I definitely feel like that clarifies what I was saying about them shutting out other people. I feel like they just want you and only you, because they know this connection between the both of you. It's not something that just always comes by. It's definitely like a once or a couple times in a lifetime kind of thing. Yeah, I feel like we got a similar message in Pal 1. And it's just like these other cups, I feel like that represents like different people, because cups represent like feelings, emotions, relationships, and it's like they're turning their back to like kind of love right now in general. Like I feel like maybe relationships aren't really it's kind of like the last thing on their mind right now for some of you guys. Maybe they are focusing on their career life, with the Pentacles card that we got here, and even whatever is stressing them out with this Tower moment, okay? But I feel like if they were to be with anyone, it would be with you, and emotionally they are still connected to you, and like they don't want anyone else. This Eight of Cups really signifies that emotionally they really do not want anyone else. And oh my gosh, we also got the Six of Cups. Yeah, this is definitely like a nostalgia card. Your person is very nostalgic about this connection, or like the beginning of this connection. They are reminiscing about the good times that you had in this connection. They are replaying the memories. Like, I'm not gonna lie, with this Five of Swords, maybe they even are replaying like some of the memories, like some of the things that maybe could have gone wrong. But it's just like, yeah, like they just kind of are in that mode where they're just like, oh my gosh, like, I miss this person, I miss when we did this. Maybe they're thinking of like, just yeah, like they're just thinking about all the moments that you spent together, like, really thinking back to the beginning, the first date, like how you ended up, like, meeting and attracting one another. Because I really do see that this person is doing a little bit of soul searching, which is very, like, desperately needed for them. Okay, this Hermit card is definitely a soul searching card. It's like, they're using this light to guide them. And I even feel like, you sort of are that light, that whole thing I was saying about you being their North Star. They know that, like, you are the only one that's going to make them feel emotionally fulfilled. So it's like, they kind of, yeah, are trying to become a better version of themselves. The Hermit also has to do with sixth house energy, which has to do with, like, Virgo energy. Virgos are known to be like perfectionists, and they care a lot about like how they're viewed, and they're really harsh on themselves. I definitely feel like this person is being a little bit critical of themselves at the moment, and I really do see that they care about what you think about them, how you feel about them, and they want to be able to, like, live up to your expectations and meet your standards, because they know that you have high standards as well. Like, you are not one to settle, and they definitely do not want you to settle for this, like, lower vibrational version of them. Okay, so they really are trying to just spiritually elevate, upgrade in that way. So yeah. Okay, in terms of the signs, yeah, but like, okay, yeah, before I end this, like, before I go over the signs, Six of Cups, again, it has to do with, like, good memories, nostalgia, and, like, I feel like they're definitely looking back at pictures and texts that you may have sent, definitely, like, stalking you, or looking, maybe they have, like, a keepsake, maybe something that you gave to them. I definitely feel like they could have that around them, or, like, just be, like, holding it or something like that, or sleep by it or something like that. But, like, there's something, like, they feel really strongly for you, they feel really deeply for you, and they feel a lot more than maybe they're letting on at the moment. I'm even seeing maybe someone has, like, a dog, like the golden retriever or something like that, or a Labrador. Yeah, there's just a dog on this, so I like that. Yeah. Okay. In terms of the signs, I am getting, this has to do with, like, Saturn and Pisces. Okay, so maybe someone could be a Pisces, and Saturn has to do with restrictions, whereas Pisces is a very dreamy sign. So it's like there's just, like, this inner conflict going on between them. Okay, like there's this emotional conflict that they're kind of, like, dealing with at the moment. Like, they know that they know that they like you, they know that they're into you, but there's something that's kind of holding them back. And I just feel like it's whatever is going on with this Tower card here. Okay, like there's just some emotional, you know like, aspects that they need to work on. Like, there's an emotional, like, internal conflict that's going on. Okay, like there's that whole dichotomy between, like, restrictions and coming forward. Maybe they're even scared that, like, if they were to come forward right now, maybe you'd be a little bit mad at them, maybe you'd, like, not, like, receive them, like, with open arms, or you'd be kind of petty, or maybe you'd leave them on red, or, like, ghost them or something. And they really are scared of rejection. Again, I feel like, the last person they want to piss off is you. Like, they really do not want to do that. So I'm just seeing there's a little bit of, like, hesitancy there. Yeah. But we got Pisces energy, we got Gemini energy, we got Aries energy with the Tower card, we got Virgo and Gemini energy again. A lot of Mercury. So Mercury has to do with communication, and I really do see that some communication will be coming in here. Okay, like they will be giving you a message of something. Okay, so, like, don't give up hope. I mean, unless you want to, but it's just like, I feel like you and this person will definitely talk to one another in this lifetime. Okay, like it's not going to be like a forever thing. I also say that because with this Ace of Swords, when they do come forward, they're going to come forward with, like, like, knowing exactly what they're going to say. Okay, like knowing, again, like, I feel like with this Hermit card that we got here, like, they are perfectionists, and they don't want to say the wrong thing, they don't want to piss you off, they don't want there to be negative communication, even with the Five of Swords. So it's like they're really thinking about what it is that they want to say before they can come forward, because they know that, like, you are someone who like has very high standards, okay? Like even if in the past you haven't, you are definitely raising your standards, and like they don't want to say the wrong thing and completely lose you forever. So it's like if there is some sort of distance, it's almost a good thing, because at least they're thinking about what they want to do to come forward, because they really care about like laying a strong foundation with you, and like, you know, not upsetting you or hurting you in any manner. But yeah, I really do feel like they'll come forward and like they'll say the right things, and I feel like what they are going to say, it's going to be good, it's going to be something that you need to hear, or like have been wanting to hear, and it's going to leave you feeling fulfilled. Okay, so yeah, I do see like something big coming your way, definitely some sort of gesture or explanation, or even like a confession of something, like a good thing, like, you know, confession of feelings. Yeah, just some sort of clarity, so that's good. Yeah, but in terms of the signs, yeah, we got I would say like Capricorn energy here, and yeah, Mercury, which, you know, has to do with communication, that whole thing I was talking about with this Ace of Swords. We also got Libra, Aquarius, Gemini energy, and we got Virgo energy again, and we also got Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. So maybe someone in this connection could be that Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or 7th house, which is the house of love and relationships. But don't worry too much about the signs. It has more to do with the messages than the signs. But yeah, now I'm going to go ahead and pick some cards from my handwritten oracle deck just to see what other messages we have here. Okay, we got I've cried over you, okay? I definitely feel like this person has gotten emotional about you and this connection, and maybe the way that things went down. Like I even got that with the Five of Swords energy. Maybe like there's some words that could have said that either upset them, or maybe even like the opposite way. Like they got really emotional, like wow, like that was so sweet. Or like maybe if it's not straight up crying, they definitely have gotten emotional about you and this connection. Okay, there are deeper feelings involved. And oh my gosh, we got I have been manifesting you. That is actually so crazy, because like we got the Magician card, and yeah, the Magician card is literally the manifestation card. Okay, this person has been manifesting you. If you've been finding yourself thinking about them a lot, it's because they have been thinking about you a lot as well. It's definitely going both ways. Okay, like I feel like this person has not given up on you. Like even at the Page of Pentacles, that whole thing I was saying about like clinging to this connection definitely is true. Wow, and we also got I look for you in other people. Yeah, that totally makes sense with the Eight of Cups that we got here. I just feel like no one else is satisfying them the way that, you know, you do, or you did. And like, you know, we got the Six of Cups clarifying the Eight of Cups, which really tells me that like, you know, every time they're with someone else, like they start missing you even more. Like they get nostalgic about your connection. And it doesn't even have to be like, when I say with someone else, it doesn't have to be like, you know, like actually with like romantic interest, but even with people, they're just like, wow, like I'm really missing something. Or like maybe when they see like other couples and stuff like that, they're just like, oh, I wish that I had that with this person, you know, this person being you. So it's just like, you know, they really do, like I'm definitely seeing that they see signs of you, and like, you know, they are like they just feel like no one else satisfies them the way that you do, and it's like they are looking for your qualities in other people, and I feel like they always will. Okay, so yeah, and we also got I still think about you. Yes, that also makes sense with the Ace of Swords card that we got. You know, Ace of Swords, or just swords in general, has to do with like thinking, thoughts, the mind. So this person does think about you quite a lot, and I even feel like they could be dreaming about you with the Pisces card that we got here. They definitely see signs about you, and yeah, you're always like in their thoughts, you're always in their mind. And again, I feel like ever since you met this person, they have not stopped thinking about you. Okay, they've thought about you at least once every day. So yeah, okay, that is what we got for you, pile 2. I really hope this reading helped. I hope that it resonated. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't. You always have free will in your reality. If this pile didn't resonate, you can of course go ahead and pick another pile. I also do want to let you know that I offer in-depth video readings, so if you are interested in getting personal questions answered, be sure to check out the description box below where you can sign up for that. And yeah, I will end the reading right here. Thank you so much. Love and light. Hi Pile 3, welcome to your readings. So I'm going to go ahead and pick some cards to see what your person is currently thinking and feeling about you, what messages they would give to you if they could, things like that. So I'm going to go ahead and pick some cards from the Light Seers Tarot deck. Absolutely love this deck. Those messages come out super naturally. Wow, okay, we got the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so your person definitely sees you as someone who's really independent, sees you as someone who has a lot going on for themselves. Like, you know, you don't need no man or woman or whoever. Yeah, you're very highly independent, you are very abundant, you're very hardworking, and you're also very giving, kind, and generous, which is something your person absolutely loves and admires about you. They really feel like you are someone who is so high up, like they're even wondering like why you gave them a chance. Like it's almost like they put you on a pedestal, like, or they're just like, wow, I can't believe I pulled this person in, or I can't believe this person stayed with me as long as they did, or something like that. Okay, like I just feel like, you know, this person, um you know, like they've definitely heard of things regarding like knowing your worth, like self love, and they really felt like they knew their worth when they met you. Like, you know how like when you like work on yourself, you know, work on like self love affirmations, and you get like really great things coming your way. Like, you know, you meet a person that like completely spoils you and things like that. I mean, yeah, like I feel like that's how your person feels about you. They're just like, wow, like I must have done something right in my life to have attracted this person. That's what I meant to say. Yeah, so it's like if they've been like working on themselves, I feel like before this person met you, like, you know, they tried to like work on themselves and like, you know, improve and elevate like spiritually, um, like, you know, just in every way, like holistically, and like they met you and they're just like, wow, like this person is a really great addition to my life. This person really makes my life easier, like, and I just like I really must have done something right to have met someone like this person, which is really great. I really like that. So yeah, this person just has a lot of respect for you. They really do admire you a lot. And you know, they also feel like you're very like authentic and genuine. Like, you know, you're someone who like I feel like for a lot of you guys, you know, you could be empaths, you could even be highly sensitive people, and you're not really like someone who would like play anyone or play games or something like that. So I'm like, even if you did, like maybe that was just like a self-defense mechanism, but I feel like your person feels like, you know, you're very traditional, like you like traditional relationships, like, you know, you are the kind of person who likes labels and like, you know, um, yeah, just having something like official, like an official title and things like that. And you know, they know that like they need to like step up their game in order to like be with someone like you. Okay, like they have to make you their girlfriend or boyfriend or husband or wife. You know, because like that's the kind of person you are. Like you should not be settling for less, you know. They also feel like you're pretty like good with your boundaries, like, you know, maybe at times like because I'm not gonna lie, there's a little bit of stubbornness associated with this card. So it's just like, you know, um like if you're if like let's say for example like your person kept hitting you up and like, you know, you kept hitting them up, but then like they kind of just want like ghost or something like that, or like they just stop communicating as much. You know, you're someone who like maybe in the past you definitely would have tried chasing, not definitely, maybe this could apply to some of you, um, maybe not all of you, but like now you're at that like, you know, point in life where you're so empowered, you're so strong, and that's what this person sees you as. Your person sees you as this like, you know, strong, secure, stable person, you know. And they really like that because I feel like maybe in the past they definitely could have dealt with like more immature energies. You know, no one as successful or stable, financially stable and abundant as you, or maybe like, yeah, I feel like, you know, you do things in like a more moral way. Like you are like the hard work and like, you know, whatever you have done to reach wherever you are in life. Like, you know, you are such a genuine and authentic person. You don't take shortcuts and you do things that like, you know, really just like you set an example for others. And I just feel like your person's also very, very inspired by you, very inspired by just everything that you've done for yourself, accomplished for yourself. I feel like you're very motivational to a lot of people actually, and it's almost like sometimes this person could feel a little bit underhanded in front of you, and it's like that's not your fault. It's not your fault if you intimidate anyone else, but it's just like your person's just like, wow, like I am dealing with an absolute queen or king, and I want to make sure that I am on that level. Okay, so yeah, again, a lot of deep admiration and respect from your person's side. Okay, we also got the Ten of Wands. Okay, so I feel like your person is going through a lot right now. They are really stressed out. There is something external that has been stressing them out. Since we did get the Pentacles card, it could have something to do with work, career, finances, or the material life. And I feel like they are kind of like dealing with that right now. Okay, they have a lot of like baggage that they're carrying on their back. And you know, this baggage sort of reminds me of emotional baggage as well. Okay, and they're really trying hard to deal with that. And I even feel like maybe this person feels like they met you at like kind of the wrong time. Like they know that you're an absolute queen or king. Like they know that like, you know, you are someone that like anyone would like, you know, want to be with for the long term, wife up or husband up. But it's almost like this person's just like, ugh, like I wish we met at a different time, or like, you know, I wish like their circumstances were different. Like I'm seeing maybe there could have been like, this could be a case of like distance, or like, you know, maybe, yeah, you live in another like city, state, town, country, or something like that, or it was just like weird timing, because I feel like they still have a lot of emotional baggage on the, you know, that they're still carrying around with them. So yeah, that is something that I am seeing. Um, okay, we also got the Queen of Swords. Okay, so yeah, with the Queen of Swords, this usually represents someone who's gone through a breakup or like a divorce or some sort of separation, but like they've come out stronger because of that. Like someone who has had a lot of experiences in love or like, dating experiences, and like they've been hurt in love before, but like, they are improving because of that. And oh my gosh, I just saw 555 on my like, yeah, on the clock. Okay, so maybe 555 could be like angel number. So that if you see that, maybe that could be a sign this person's going to reach out to you or something big is going to happen in this connection. Yeah, but with this Queen of Swords, yeah, this is someone who has gone through a lot of heartbreaks and pain, and because of that they've come out stronger and like, even more compassionate. Like the Queen of Swords, I know swords have to do with air signs, and air signs are known to be like, kind of like detached and things like that, but like they do feel things deep down. And I feel like, this person, like they are being cautious about their feelings, but while still like really admiring you a lot from a distance. So if there is some sort of distance, like, they still think about you, they still ponder about this connection. She's literally in like contemplative pondering mode. And yeah, like, but they are kind of on self-defense mode, I will say that. So like, if there has been something that's been going on in this connection, like maybe things aren't moving as fast or there's a little bit of stagnancy, I just feel like it's because they're thinking really hard about what it is that they want to do. Okay, what it is that they what their next steps, their next action, their next game plan is. So yeah. Okay, we also got the Death and Rebirth card. Yeah, I really like that in this deck. Again, I'm using the Light Seers Tarot deck. It looks like this. Instead of just Death, it also has Rebirth on it. So, this tells me that, like, there is definitely more that the both of you need to experience in this connection. So if there has been some sort of separation, there's going to be a rebirth, okay? There's going to be, like, a rekindling, a reconnection or reconciliation. Or for those of you guys, this could just mean that you and them, like, there's been some sort of like gap in communication, or there's some sort of distance, or there's something that like kind of needs to be changed. There's like a big transformation happening is what I'm seeing, and it's going to be really good. And I feel like it's, the rebirth, that's always a positive thing. Like, you're gonna like maybe restart things or rekindle things on like a good note, or like a better note, or a stronger note. Like, I always like picture like a phoenix rising out of like, ashes. Yeah, that's like, it's such a powerful, like spiritual download that I just got. So I feel like this connection is really intense, really magnetic, really powerful. What they feel for you is like, it's no joke. It's not just like anything that, they'll always feel for anyone. Like, I mean, like, this is a very intense connection for them. It's very magnetic and definitely on an emotional level. And it's sort of like kind of threw them off guard a little bit, because with this Queen of Swords, like, I just feel like, they're, and this, Ten of Wands, they're carrying a lot of emotional baggage, and they didn't expect to meet someone like you, at least when they did, or as soon as they did. And it's just like, they're just like, I really wish things were different. Okay, and we even got like, two queens here, so it's like, yeah, like this just, I feel like, they think, and also the really mature queens, I feel like they think you're really mature. They think you're definitely a really great counterpart. Like, you're very emotionally mature, you have a lot going on for you. I feel like, people in the past, they just kind of didn't really know what they wanted with their life, or like, it was just a little bit like, you know instability in their past. Like, I feel like they dealt with a lot of like, not the best lovers and things like that, and because of that, they're still kind of like scarred from those relationships. And I feel like maybe that could be the case with you. And it's like, they really felt like they got a chance at like another chance with you, like even with this rebirth part of the card. And it's just like, it totally appalled them, it totally blew them away, like how much and how fast they ended up feeling for you. And it's like almost like they didn't even know what to do with themselves when that happened. So yeah, I'm also channeling Scorpio energy. So maybe someone could be that Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or 7th house. With the Queen of Swords, I'm getting Libra, Aquarius energy. Ten of Wands, I'm getting Sagittarius energy. Queen of Pentacles, I'm getting like Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. So yeah, maybe someone in this connection could be those signs. Let's pick a couple more cards. We also got the Knight of Swords. So the Knight of Swords, yeah, it tells me that like, there is an offer coming in for you, pile 3, and it's going to be really good. It's going to like maybe come even sooner than you expected it to come. And I feel like, swords has to do with like communication and like, mental clarity and like verbal expression. Wow, my arm was getting super tired. So I do see that coming in for you. Okay, like this is not just going to be any kind of offer. This is going to be an offer of like, like you're gonna have like a heart-to-heart conversation, because I'm even seeing that this conversation is gonna be deep, because like, with the Knight of Swords, like I feel like this is yeah, Knight of Wands is more of like the flirtatious card, like, oh, they're gonna come back in, like flirt with you and things like that. But with the Knight of Swords, I do see that there is like communication, like there's like words, like actual like mental clarity to be given here. And I feel like since this clarifies the Death card, which is a very, very intense, magnetic, powerful, passionate card. Again, think Phoenix rising from the ashes, like super, like, you know, this is associated with Mars, you know, so very intense card. I feel like that communication is going to be like, you know, like just everything that I was saying, like intense. It's going to be something that you want to hear. It's going to be something that's, you know, it's going to take you aback, and it's even going to make you like feel a little bit emotional, but I feel like in a good way. Okay, so I do see that coming in for you, and that's a good thing, because I feel like in some of the other piles, you know, maybe I don't know if it was a pile too, but like in some other readings, like, you know, I get like, okay, yeah, we got the Knight of Wands, they're going to communicate with you, but it's not going to, like, you know, it's just going to be like very casual and like surface level. But I feel like this is going to definitely go underneath the surface. Yeah, and we also got the Eight of Pentacles, so I do feel like this person really wants to work on things with you. This person is willing to put in the work, willing to put in the energy and effort, because, you know, with the Queens, a lot of the Queens cards that we got here, like they literally consider you to be a queen or king, you know, a divine counterpart. Like they think of you really highly, okay, and like they're just like, yeah, this is not someone that I want to give up on. This is definitely someone that, you know, I want in my life. Yeah, and you know, the Knight of Swords, like I'm even seeing like, you know, this is something that they're going to communicate to you. Like I literally see them saying those words, like, look, I don't want to give up on you, I still think about you a lot, I still want you in my life, like, is that okay? So yeah, and you know, the Eight of Pentacles, it's all about like actually, you know, manifesting. It's a manifestation of the things in the 3D, so it's not just about like thinking and feeling, but it's also about like actually, um what do you call, doing something, making something out of it, like not just, I always say this, but like not just talking the talk, but walking the walk. Okay, so yeah, I really see that for you. Let's go ahead and pick one more card here. Okay. Oh wow, okay, we also got the Six of Pentacles. Oh no, Six of Cups. Six of Cups, yeah, so they definitely are very nostalgic about this connection. They are reminiscing about you, about the past, or like if you are together with this person already, like, you know, when you first started seeing one another. Or this could just even mean that, like, you know, they think of their childhood when they're with you, or like you really like, their inner child feels really safe with you, or like they could just be their like childish self, or like you remind them of like fonder times in their childhood, you know, before they had all that emotional baggage with the Ten of Wands. And you know, Six of Cups is really a soulmate card, so I do feel like this person thinks you're their soulmate. Like you and them are very, you know, you got along really well, you know, for the most part, and like, you know, they really felt the sense of familiarity with you. So maybe this connection could even like go back past lives, or you know, this could even just mean like, yeah, like they just felt like they really met their match with you. Like they really felt at home with you. I'm really seeing that. And maybe someone could even have a dog, like a golden retriever, or like a Labrador or something like that. Yeah, I'm definitely getting a lot of dog imagery and like just like family imagery in general. But like they feel really comfortable around you, and you know, they just feel like you understand them, and you know, they have really tried. They really understood you as well, and they definitely tried to make the efforts to understand you. But there's definitely the sense of familiarity. Like maybe you even had like similar lives. Maybe when you talked about it, you realized you kind of went through the same things in life. Because I feel like with this Queen of Swords and this Ten of Wands, maybe, you know, you watching this, you could also have some emotional baggage, and you guys, like, you know, definitely talked about like your past and your exes, and like you realized like, oh wow, like that happened to you too, and you were maybe amazed by how much you had in common. Okay, but like overall, like I just feel like, you know, this card says that, you know, yeah, they feel very comfortable with you, and it's like they just like really they see a part of themselves in you. So yeah, that's a really endearing thing. I like that. For you, pile 3. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and pick some cards from my handwritten oracle deck to see what other messages we have here. Okay, yeah, there's definitely an apology coming in here. We got, I'm sorry, can we start over? Okay, or can you forgive me? Yeah, I definitely feel like this person could have done something to hurt you or upset you, or if they have, you know, they definitely are asking for forgiveness. Maybe it was like words that were said, or maybe they just kind of like went ghost or AWOL or something like that, you know. whatever it is happening, you know best. It's obviously going to be different for different people watching this, but I do see them like, asking for forgiveness and coming back. Okay. I really do see this is definitely like a past coming back, like someone coming back, or the past of a relationship coming back. So, this could even mean like for those of you guys that are already seeing one another, maybe you'll relive the moments that you had like when you first started seeing one another. Like, but I'm just seeing something to do with like nostalgia and memories and reminiscing about the memories. Yeah. We also got I replay our conversations over and over. I also feel like that totally clarifies the Six of Cups, because they are really nostalgic about this connection. They do look back over the past, the text messages that you've exchanged, the pictures that you've sent, and things like that. They do think about the actual conversations you've had as well. This relationship very much lives on in their mind if you're in separation. We also go, please don't forgive me. Yes, or what the heck? Please don't forget me. Oh my gosh, they do want you to forgive them, okay, 100%. But yeah, they really hope that you don't forget them, because they have not forgotten about you one bit. Again, I keep going back to this card. And yeah, it's almost like they're really holding out hope and faith for a future with you. And, that's really up to you. But they do hope that you will wait around for them. Like, they won't ever say that, but like, I feel like deep down they are waiting for that, okay? And like, they really hope you'll keep them in mind when you think about who it is that you want to end up with in the long run. So yeah. Oh my gosh, I really like this card. I will love you forever. Yeah, so this definitely is a case of unconditional love, because again, with the Six of Cups, this is a soulmate connection. So I feel like, this person will always have love for you no matter where in the world you are, no matter what you're doing, no matter who you're with or who they're with. I just feel like the connection between the both of you was so solid. It was so strong. It made them feel so like good and like warm and fuzzy on the inside. And again, that whole thing about the sense of familiarity, that like they're just not ready to give this up, like emotionally they're not ready to give you up, no matter like, again, where they are or who they're with, or yeah. This person's always gonna have feelings for you. They'll always carry that spark for you. And they really do hope that your paths will cross in the future. And for those of you guys that are already seeing this person, I mean, like, they want something more with you, okay? They do want to maybe even take things to the next level, because with this Queen of Pentacles, they see you as someone that they can have something long-term, committed and long-lasting with. Like, they see you as relationship material, okay? I just see that there could have been some block. It could have been distance, or it could have been like their own like emotional burden or baggage, but it's like they want to know that it wasn't you, it was them. It was 100% them. And in fact, they're even kind of scared that you're probably gonna like end up moving on, and like, they're like gonna just always think about like what could have been, like, oh, like I wish I was with this person. Like I still feel like they ponder upon that. Like, they do think about a future with you, like, if you are together, if you're already seeing this person, and if you're not together, like, they definitely think about like, oh, okay, like how would things be like if we were together? Like, I wonder what this person's doing. Okay, like they think about you quite a lot, like almost obsessive, because we got the Death card that does have Scorpio energy, and Scorpios kind of are obsessive and a little bit like, they're associated with like stalkers, like intense feelings and like magnetism and passion. So yeah, in terms of the signs, I just want to recap that real quick. With the Knight of Swords and the Queen of Swords, I'm definitely getting Libra, Aquarius energy. We got Scorpio energy. We got, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy again. I'm also getting a lot of earth sign coming in here. Mostly like Capricorn and Taurus, but with the Eight of Pentacles, I'm also getting Virgo, so all the earth signs, and I am also getting some Sagittarius energy. So yeah, someone could be these signs: Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or 7th house, which is the house of love and relationships. But as I always say, don't worry too much about the signs. It has more to do with the messages more than anything else. And I just want to let you know, if this pile didn't resonate, first of all, thank you so much for tuning in. I really do appreciate you watching this. It does mean a lot to me. Hopefully this did help someone. If this pile didn't resonate, you can of course go ahead and pick another pile, or I also do offer in-depth video readings that caters to your personal questions. So if you do want personal questions answered, be sure to check out the description box below where you can sign up for that. And yeah, I will end the video right here. Thank you so much. Love and light.